I can't see. You stop sharing your. Oh my god, my friend's having strippers at their birthday. No, tomorrow night. I am not that. Okay. So what do you want? What are you asking me to just? Hmm. Yeah, yeah. I hide this slide. I hide this slide. So this is a newer one, but I use this slide for different things. So for if it's a presentation and not me sending the deck afterwards, I'll just say for this one that we've designed Thought Exchange Professional to be mobile first, so it can like load on any handheld device through its browser. It's extremely user responsive, and I can show you an example of it on my screen, but just keep in mind that if you were to load this link on your phone, it would load perfectly. Okay, so this is weird. So this is where I think like we should change it around because like kind of, I don't know, they just kind of gave us these slides, but it's your choice. Like you see where it says 9, slide 9, I would put slide 9 before. Put that up. And then after that, I'd show a lead, like I'd be like, I'd I'd step away from the example and then I'd say we create leader reports, blah blah blah. I don't even use that slide because I would just be showing them an actual leader report. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's at the bottom right there. Yeah. You can also Coombs. Sorry, I just kind of made that new. You can put that link instead of my thought exchange. Right. It will flow like really easily. Yeah. Yeah. So when I get here, I say, I want to show you an example of how we've internally used it. So just to give you some background information around this thought exchange, we're a remote company, so we're spread across BC. We have 4 offices, and every 6 months we get together as a company. And so right before our company meeting, our CEO asked us this question through a thought exchange: what is one important skill we could all focus on improving during our time together at the company meeting? And as we drove up from Vancouver, Roslyn, Kelowna, etc., to Whistler, uh, we watched this video and read this question and then did the exchange. So now I'd like to show you the video. So we provide this kind of background video as a tool because we've noticed with a lot of leaders, it's been extremely helpful at a couple things. So the first thing is increasing engagement or participation within the platform. And we believe because this adds that kind of meeting, that face-to-face element where a participant of the exchange will kind of see or understand the why behind the question and actually connect with it by seeing the person's passion behind it. No, no, no. So then you hide background below the video. So right after I watch the video in real time, I can answer my thoughts. I can put as many thoughts as I want. So you can answer your thoughts. Make sure you do not press enter because it actually, you won't be able to like go back and fix it. Like I did this joke right one time where I wrote like, I love food or like eating food, and it stays in my thought exchange. So I actually had to make a whole other account so I could show that thought exchange without that stupid comment. So you can, write as many thoughts as you want. Underneath, again, context is important. So writing why that's important to you. And again, real time, go into star. I click star here. And here, this is where I get to see the thoughts of my colleagues and learn the different points of views. And there's so many reasons why this is so awesome. And it's that whole notion of many to many, or having that discussion we talked about earlier, where you asked me, how is it like a face-to-face meeting, where I get to reflect upon other people's thoughts. And what this does for me personally, as I've gone through this process, is inherently, as I rate other people's thoughts, I understand that my thought is also going to be seen and rated. And so in this way, I feel heard and I feel listened to. Yeah. So, yeah. Sometimes I go into the meter. Yeah. It's up to you. Yeah. Yeah. And so again, in real time, I get to go to discover and see what are those top thoughts, what are those thoughts that are resonating the most with the group. And in this exchange, you can see while all this were driving up, that 76 people participated and gave 51 thoughts and 821 stars. And so why this is important is because you as a leader can understand what are those common interest thoughts, what are those things that you can speak into where the group agrees or has agreement around. And so here you'll notice that there's a lot of themes around communication, listening, being heard. And so Dave, along with the rest of the senior leadership, developed a professional development courses over the past 6 months. You'll also notice that there's leader comments. And so Dave has taken the time to respond to those top 10 thoughts, really connecting the input and kind of the input to his own thoughts. So kind of, again, creating that face-to-face where you give your thoughts, it's ranked, and then the leader comes back and gives their thoughts around it. And so, yeah, you can keep going down. And Dave has also spent some time also answering other thoughts. Personally, this is my favorite one around, I've done that pitch around you about that one, leadership management skills. So also, like, what's really important about this is that there are some thoughts that can rise to the top that, maybe there's misconceptions around. So here, this is a misconception that Dave can speak directly into and actually re-educate the company around it. And so so these are, as I take you out through the trial, we also have some top tips on, the type of leader comments you can. So here you'll see a bunch of agreement, but it's not necessarily that you as a leader have to agree with all the comments. We actually discourage this, and that you should have, other responses and really, really try to take the time to provide substance or answers that have substance. There you go. Yeah. Yeah. So here's the leader report. So I can send you the leader report for Dave's one skill. I'll send that to you. But pretty much in the leader report, this is kind of the way to tie back all the communication that's happened and do that full feedback cycle where you communicate back out to the group how the input is affecting kind of the decision making or the progress moving forward. And so in a leader report, you would see the question along with the date, and underneath provide a summary. And so we have some tips around this too. And so Dave very quickly here has thanked everyone, demonstrated what he had hoped to learn, what he had learned, and how this is how these top comments are going to affect his decision making move forward. You can also include top 5, top 20, and top 10 thoughts. And so Dave here has included his top 10 thoughts along with his leader comments. Again, demonstrating that closed feedback cycle where it's not just, one to many where you do a survey, goes out to, anywhere and people don't know what you do with the results. Here, you're really providing that full at full cycle. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I mean, I'm doing it in front of you. I feel comfortable. So I'm out in the sun. Can't complain. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So then tomorrow when we do this, I'm gonna flash them. We'll do like maybe like 5 minutes of flash where you just do the top like messages kind of for each one. You don't expand. And then maybe you can do like 20 minutes where you do the whole thing. Okay. I don't know. Why is it early? What's that for? Oh, look at you. See, you can even speak into that. You can say you're doing the improv. Is it fun? Okay. Let's do it at like lunch. Okay. Sounds good. Boom, boom. You are ready. Just gotta be. Okay. Bye.